Hey, what's up, guys? We're gonna go into what I read in September. I only read about maybe 4 or 5 books. I'm gonna go real quickly into what I read and then some pickups I did later on in the towards the end of the show. So the first book I picked up, or actually read, was Ways of Kings. This is my second time reading this book, and what a treat to read it the second time. There's a lot of stuff that I forgot or missed the first time I read it. This is actually the first book for me getting into Brandon Sanderson's whole cosmic stuff. So, just real quickly, if you haven't read this already, this book is a big boy book, but it is a lot of, three POVs. You got your three main characters. We go through their past and their present, and we talk about it, where it goes from there. And where it goes is some really emotional stuff. That some of this stuff happens to some of these characters, and just the world building, just everything in this book is great. I mean, it is um, like it's a slow burn, but man, the payoff for this book is so good, especially setting up for the next books. I'm gonna try to reread all the next three to get ready for Winds of Truth that comes out in December. Hopefully, I can get to it. I got to read two of these in October. I'm thinking for my next TBR stuff, but we'll see where that goes. But again, this book, just the emotional, just the building, just the character from going from the bottom, coming all the way to the up. The other characters, hearing voices and just just you can see where these characters are going. The second read was great for this book. So, Way of Kings, this is like a 4.8 stars. Second time reading, no easy breezy on this one. The next book, I'm gonna put the picture here. It's gonna be the Sword of Kaigen. This is the first. I haven't read this book. I tried looking for it at Barnes and Noble. I guess it's not. They don't have it. Not even paperback. I couldn't find it anywhere. But I did back the Kickstarter that ended last week. Man, this book was great. Talking about emotional roller coaster. This book had me a lot of feelings that didn't that I never have had reading a book before. Very strong female character. We read about her past. She's a badass, but then she gets married to arranged marriage, and she's very submissive to her husband, and that really bothered me. That really bothered me in this book, where there's situations where I'm like, damn, dude, like pick up that sword and do get to work. But that's how good this book is to really build up those kind of feelings for me. So great book. I don't want to do any spoilers. You guys got to go out and read this book. It is a treat. I can't wait for that Kickstarter. That book looks beautiful. That's coming out in about a year. So great stuff going on there. What else did I read? I read the Shadows of the Gods by John Gwynne. Man, another banger, dude. Like this month, like three good banger books. Just the fight scenes in this book is worth reading. Man, you feel like you're like in the fight, dude. Like you're like dodging axes and stuff, swords. The three POVs you care about. Usually, you don't care about one of them, but I care about all three of these POVs and how they all come together. Maybe towards the end, it just a setup for the next book, which I'm going to wait until maybe late October so that I can read the second book and then goes right into the third book that's coming out late October. So I'm gonna wait on that. But the Shadows of the Gods, this is a 4.8. This book rocked. Book was great. Viking lore. I like how he did the lore. He put the lore in there, but it wasn't like history class. I've kind of felt with the Sword of Kaigen, the way they kind of put some of that lore, it was like, I don't care. And another thing about Sword of Kaigen, so I'm getting on a little topic, the names and the names from there and the names from Shadows of the Gods were killing me, dude. I was reading it, I was listening to an audible. The names were just, I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, why can't we just have like Matthew or like John or something? I'm just like, what is going on here? But the names were killing me, but the book itself was worth it. It's a great read, and the I can't wait to read second book in late October. Let's see. I read Brandon Sanderson's. We got The Most Boring Book Ever. The illustration in this book drives this whole book. It's hard to drive a book when you're only putting like three words in each page for this book from Sanderson. But the it's an illustrated. It's for little kids. It is a great book. It's very colorful, very good for kids. My wife is a preschool teacher, and then not kindergarten, pre-K. I bought this so that she can read to her kids, and I thought that was really cool. And then the last book I read this week was called the Cruel Prince. This is kind of a little bit of a change up. This is a YA book. This is my second time reading it. I have a book club with a bunch of eighth graders, and I picked the first book for September, and one of them will pick the next book for next month. So I've picked this book because it's kind of a safe book. There's nothing really inappropriate in this book. Just about a pair of twins. Their stepfather is like this general in fairyland. Takes them over there, and they're just they're human, so they're bullied out for like the first 125 pages, just being the people just being absolutely mean to them, and how they have to adjust. But then the twists and turns after that is worth reading for the next two books. It's a trilogy, and the second time reading it, I forgot how like, oh yeah, this is YA. So totally different kind of change up here, but the book itself was okay. I would give this probably 3.5 stars, and but I know my eighth graders, they are enjoying this book very much. And what I'm reading right now, I'm about halfway through what is it called, The Shadows of What We Lost, the first book. I'm about halfway. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking this book. I'm gonna do a whole review on it later on, but it's kind of everything that's fantasy, like all the movies and books, are kind of just into this and thrown into this book, and it shows. And I just time travel. I don't know. But I heard this book. It gets so much raves. Everyone loves this book, but maybe it gets better, and I have no idea. So I'm gonna keep reading it. I'll finish it, and I don't know about book two. So a couple books I picked up on the rim. I picked up this. I picked up the Empire of the Vampire hardback, signed, first edition off Facebook Marketplace, $11. I didn't even know, it was signed or first edition, but really good pickup, good condition, nicely done. So good pickup there. You can always find really good pickups on Facebook, or if you go to like the Goodwill or these other stores, they're just destroyed, dude. Like, just papers missing, covers torn apart. Yeah, but sometimes you get lucky. But in this case, I did get lucky with Facebook Marketplace. Got some good stuff. I picked up The Shadows of the Gods hardback on Amazon. I'm not sure how that's going to come out. Hopefully it's not destroyed. Picked up The Shadows of What We Lost on hardback on eBay. Hopefully that's not destroyed. And that's pretty much it for what I read for September. Thank you guys for listening all the way through, and hit that like and this. Leave a comment below what you guys read. I'm actually interested what you guys read for September. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.